Hello, I'm back. um, it is Tuesday, April 4th. Um, Finished my third round of chemo. Um, the icing of the hands and feet worked, so I didn't have a lot of cold sensitivity on my hands and feet this time. So I went ahead and ordered more cold packs because it only came with one. It really only lasted like half an hour. So, and I have a 2 hour the specific chemo drug that causes the cold sensitivity is administered for 2 hours, and they recommend 15 minutes before and 15 minutes after, keeping the cold on your hands. So basically, I need 2.5 hours, and it only lasts like half an hour. So I had a bunch of ice. So I started putting ice in there to keep it cold, but then they got all wet, and it was kind of a pain in the butt having to put ice in there. So I ordered more ice packs, and I'm going to keep doing that. Um, Still had the cold sensitivity in my throat and like the pain sensation in my molars when I eat. I can't find a whole lot of information on the web of people that had that, so I'm having a hard time finding potential solutions. I did chew on ice chips, but I didn't do it as much as I could have because I had to keep using the ice chips for my hands and I was running low. Some people did say chewing on the ice chips was supposed to help, and I might not have done it enough because I was conserving them for my hands because that was um, because they were warming up so quickly. So anyway, I'll try that next time because I have extra ice packs, and I'll bring more ice and I'll try to chew on more ice and see if that helps. A new thing that I have is I have a blister on the top of my mouth, which is also common to chemo. It's like I guess membranes get inflamed or something. I read that it happens to between 40 and 80% of people that get chemo. Probably 40% of people report it, but they estimate that maybe twice as many people actually have it. It's not real severe, but I'm really hoping it goes away before the next round of chemo because I don't want it to get worse. Um, One small dot, it's a little painful, but only if I, touch it with my tongue. I don't really notice it when I'm eating, but like I said, if it gets worse, it could be a problem. So I'll talk to my doctor about it. And I read that eating ice chips could help it for those. And so even though I did that last time, maybe it would have been worse if I hadn't. And like I said, I didn't do it the whole time. Um, got my liver tumor markers back and they like doubled again. So they're up to like 4,600 when they're supposed to be at 40. So yeah, hoping that still means that um, it's killing a lot of cancer. I have a giant tumor. So, it's realistic that if a lot of it's dying, that it could be releasing a lot of that tumor marker. That tumor marker has a half-life of about 4 days. Um, so yeah, I mean, an extremely large number. Um, it could be good or bad. I'm assuming that it means that it's that based on my other symptoms improving. I'm assuming it still means that the tumor is being destroyed. Um, but I'd like to see it to start coming down at some point because I'm halfway through chemo. I scheduled an MRI, so I'm going to get a image to see if the tumors have grown or shrunk. Unfortunately, it takes about 3 weeks to get it scheduled. This is why I went to Cleveland. I tried my hardest. I could go pay for one to get one more quickly, but I can't imagine that it's going to affect the chemo treatments. So I'm just accepting that. What am I saying? I'm just accepting that I'll wait the 3 weeks and I won't get one until right before my fourth round of chemo, so we won't actually be able to respond to it until. No, actually, I don't think I'm going to get it until right before my fifth round of chemo. Yeah, so we wouldn't even be able to respond to it until my sixth round of chemo. I'm going to talk to my doctor about that as well. Maybe get him to approve or put in a request for an MRI at the end of the process now so that we can schedule it, because that's how far out schedules are. And we can't, wait till week 6 and then try to get an MRI on week 6 because it's just not going to work. So I'm thinking if you can approve the week 6 MRI, or maybe week 7, week 8, and probably week 8 would make sense, right? 2 weeks after the chemo. If I could schedule a week 8 MRI now, at least I know it'll get done, as opposed to him ordering it on week 8 and I have to wait till week 12 or week 11. So yeah. What else? Oh, I wanted to give an update on my heart rate. You know how I reported that my chemo symptoms are all improving. Well, and my heart rate was going up steadily, one beat. My resting heart rate was going up one beat every day before chemo. And it was really making me nervous, because my heart rate originally, because I was athletic, was about 52, 54 was my resting heart rate. And it went all the way up to 80. And I was freaking out because it was like, if it goes up one per day, I don't have many days left before I'm going to have a heart attack. But anyway, this is it now. See, look, this is my chart of March. So you can see how quickly it peaked up in March and how it's slowly been going back down till today. So my heart rate's back down at 64 to 66 beats per minute right now. So it's only 10 over what it was before I became a skeleton of my former self with no muscle. So I think that's probably commensurate of the actual shape that I'm in right now, is about a 64 to 66 beats per minute. And once I get healthy, I'm going to get back to the gym and stop looking like Skeletor. What else? Yeah, 3 weeks down, 3 to go. Feeling good. It's Tuesday. My next chemo is on next Tuesday. So I've got a week of enjoying life. I need to get exercise. I really have not gotten much exercise during the chemo. Really, that week of chemo, it's not even really a full week that I feel bad, because I got it on Wednesday. So it was Wednesday. It's like 5 days, 6 days, 6 days of not doing anything except burping a lot. For some reason, chemo, it actually, the drip chemo, I read about it. It causes some inflammation and can cause blockage. And I have a gas blockage. And also, since my gut biome is destroyed, I'm generating a lot of gas. So it's hard for me to burp. I have to adjust my body forward in order to burp. So if I'm laying down, the gas builds up and it can become painful. And it seems like there's probably nothing I can do about that. That's just a symptom of the chemotherapy. It seems to get better, right about when I start feeling better. So I think the swelling goes down and the blockage goes away. And I still burp a lot, but at least it doesn't build up and cause pain. I guess that's it. Oh, my new schedule for Irvine. So in order to conserve money, because it's cost, between $1,000 and $2,000 a day for the treatments that I get there, I've decided to only do 2 treatments per chemo cycle. Because I know that after surgery, I'm going to have 6 more chemo cycles. And then realistically, I'm going to have to stay on top of this for the rest of my life, diligently for at least the next 5 years before they'll even call me in remission. or cured. Um, I don't know if they say that stage 4 cancer ever these days, but anyway, I know the first 5 years are critical. Um, so I imagine that's a lot of weeks. And at $5,000 a week, let's not think about that. Anyway, I want to keep the cost down now because I know it's a long-term endeavor and it's going to cost me a whole lot of money that I don't have. Um, but anyway, and I also think that the more important time for the integrative medicine, I think it is helping me feel good from the chemo. So because when after I leave there, the next day I feel a heck of a lot better than I did the day before. Now that might happen anyway, but then I feel really like I'm back to normal for, 7 to 10 days, which really isn't that bad. To be honest, chemo is way easier than I ever thought it was going to be. And I don't want to call it easy, but I haven't been vomiting. I haven't been so weak that I can't move. I might have been so uncomfortable that I don't want to move, but I can lay in bed and sleep. I've been able to sleep at night, and with it, curing, eliminating. I don't want to use the word curing. With it eliminating my cancer symptoms, um, it's almost a wash. Even during the chemo time, I don't feel that much worse than I was feeling when I went to the ER because I was feeling so bad. So, and then in the other weeks, I feel great. I feel fresh. I feel like, I want to go out and do things, but, I, I don't have much time. I found I only could work maybe 3 days every other week. So on those days, I try to get work done and try to make a little bit of money. I was working today. It's 5 o'clock right now, so I'll probably stop soon. Or, this will probably be the end right here. I'll upload this video and go relax, go get some food. Anything else? I think I covered everything. You guys are updated. And I'll keep you updated as much as I can. For the next 7 days, I can update you with just no news except I'm feeling better than the day before. Some people probably want to see that. Some people. Amy, I'm talking to you. I know you'd want to see that. So would other people, I'm sure. Anyway, I'll try to do more. I like to have something to say, though. I don't want to just waste your time. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.